It's another Q&A edition of Optimal Health Daily, episode 1659, and I'm Dr. Neil Malik. Hey there, happy Friday, and welcome to another Q&A edition of Optimal Health Daily, where I answer your health questions related to fitness, diet and nutrition, and lots more. You send in the questions, and I answer them for you. Now, since last week I talked all about my background and my credentials, I can spare you from that. So we're going to jump right in and hear today's question as we optimize your life. Today's question came via email. Camille writes, I'm currently 16 years old and work out about 6 days a week. My workouts consist of mostly long-distance running or other forms of cardio, such as cycling or high-intensity interval training workouts. I do cardio for almost all of my workouts, and I'm worried that I'm reaching a plateau in my fitness journey because I use cardio as my main form of exercise. I want to maintain my weight and get stronger. I'm thinking of beginning strength training and using free weights, as well as implementing more nutritious foods in my diet and adding more protein into my diet, especially to help build muscle. What would you suggest I do and change in my training schedule and my diet in order to achieve my goals of maintaining my weight and growing stronger? Hi, Camille. Thank you so much for sending in your question. The fact that you've been so consistent with your structured activity is fantastic. It's not easy to maintain that type of consistency. Plus, the fact that you've been able to maintain these sort of intense workouts is really impressive too. Now, based on your goals of maintaining your body weight while getting stronger at the same time, there are some modifications I would suggest. First, when it comes to diet, you're correct that eating a balance of nutritious foods is important. A great initial goal is to aim to consume 5 to 9 combined servings of whole or minimally processed fruits and vegetables each day. Now, you may have thought I was going to discuss protein first. Well, here's the thing. Consuming 5 to 9 combined servings of fruits and vegetables each day will help you reach your goals. When it comes to vegetables, they're all great for the body, but in the US, we tend to stick to just the same 4 or 5 vegetables pretty consistently. These would be foods like potatoes, corn, peas, carrots, and broccoli. This means we're going to get bored, first of all, and we're missing out on a whole bunch of other vegetables that also provide important nutrients. And the best part is, when we combine fruits and vegetables from different sources, they become superpowered in a way. The nutrients from one enhances the nutrients in another. Specifically, if you can consume dark green leafy vegetables and red and orange vegetables, that would be ideal. So if you usually choose a russet potato as your vegetable, swap it out for a sweet potato. Instead of peas and corn, try spinach and arugula. Now, you also mentioned protein, and I'll get to that. The American College of Sports Medicine recommends that in order to grow and maintain muscle, most active individuals should aim for about 1.2 grams of protein per kilogram body weight. Now, this does require that we perform a bit of extra math, since here in the US, we don't measure our body weight in kilograms. But we can use a shortcut. We could say that most active individuals can aim for about 0.6 grams of protein per pound of body weight. So let's say an active person that wants to grow and maintain their muscle weighs 125 pounds. If we want to know how much protein they should consume each day, we can multiply 125 pounds by 0.6. If we did that math, let me punch that into my imaginary calculator, we would end up with 75 grams of protein. That means a 125-pound active person should aim to get about 75 grams of protein per day. Now, how do you know whether you're actually getting enough protein each day? Well, there are free apps that will actually track your food intake and tell you. But I'm going to use my psychic abilities and guess that you're probably getting enough protein each day. Now, how could I possibly know that? Well, based on studies, we find that most Americans consume plenty of protein each day. The exceptions to that rule would be those that follow a vegan lifestyle and those with certain underlying conditions, like those with kidney disease or active gastrointestinal disease. So I'm guessing protein intake is probably not an issue for you, Camille. Next, when it comes to managing weight, we need to think about your daily calorie needs and whether you're meeting those needs. Since you want to maintain your body weight, you're going to want to try and consume about the same number of calories as you're burning most days. Now, you can find an online calculator to guesstimate your calorie needs. These types of calculators will ask about your age, your current body weight, your height, the gender with which you identify, and your current activity level. Then, you would try and eat the recommended number of calories based on this calculation. But there's a simpler way to go about it. Instead of tracking all of this, just try to eat when you're hungry, then stop when you feel satisfied. When it comes to exercises for muscle growth, I would recommend a slight change to your workout routines. Now, I would consider shifting your focus from doing a little less cardio and adding in some strength training twice a week in place of that. The American College of Sports Medicine recommends that if you want to build muscle strength, then you want to incorporate some resistance training. One of the best ways to build muscular strength, as opposed to something like muscular endurance training, would be to find weights that you can lift only 3 to 5 times. Again, that means the weight is so heavy you can't really lift it more than 5 times. But if you're brand new to weight training, I wouldn't recommend starting out by lifting heavy like this. Instead, I would consider starting with lighter weights that you can lift 8 to 12 times, making sure your form is perfect each time. This will help set you up for a strong foundation for a lifetime, hopefully, of injury-free muscular training. I would highly recommend finding an experienced and certified health professional, like a trainer, that can show you how to perform exercises perfectly. As you become more experienced, you can incorporate heavier weights to help you increase your muscular strength. So basically, your recipe is 5 to 9 combined servings of fruits and vegetables each day. Don't worry too much about protein because you're probably getting enough as it is. And find a certified health professional that can help you build that perfect form so you can start lifting heavier weights. Right now, hiring is challenging. It's time for a hiring partner that can help you rise to the challenge. That's Indeed. Instead of spending hours on multiple job sites hoping to find candidates with the right skills, you need one powerful hiring partner that can help you do it all. If you're hiring, you need Indeed, because Indeed is the hiring partner where you can attract, interview, and hire all in one place. I love that Indeed makes hiring all in one place so easy. Indeed assessments help take the stress out of the interview process. Your candidates don't need to prove themselves again, and you can dive deeper into talking about what's important to you. Start hiring right now with a $75 sponsored job credit to upgrade your job post at Indeed.com/health. Offer valid through March 31st. Go to Indeed.com/health to claim your $75 job credit before March 31st. Indeed.com/health. Terms and conditions apply. Need to hire? You need Indeed. All right, thank you again so much for the question, Camille. And remember, if you want to send me a question, you can send one directly to health@oldpodcast.com. Or if you want to send in your audio question, we still take those at oldpodcast.com/ask. Or you can call in your question. The number is 61 I love OHD. Thank you so much for listening. Thank you for listening every day and all the way through. I hope you have a great start to your weekend, and I'll see you back here tomorrow where your optimal life awaits.